Good morning, and welcome to another broadcast of Thriving Tuesday, Moments of Encouragement, hashtag Be Encouraged. I'm glad to see each of you here on today. Let me look over here. We got comments, and so let me say good morning to those who are here. Good morning, Brother Cedric. Good morning, Brother Deljohn. It's good to have both of you here. I like the fact that men were the first ones to show up today. Good morning, my joy. How are you? So today we are going to talk about what it means to understand the principle of sowing and reaping. I think we talked about this a couple of years ago. Good morning, Lady Clarice. Good morning, Sister Benson. Good to see you. Good morning, my brother. We need to talk, but we will. So we're going to talk about what it means to reap what we sow. And that is not always a negative place. For while we're focusing on Gal.6 today, in the Corinthians, Paul says to those in Corinth that when you sow bountifully, you shall reap bountifully. And now Paul was talking mostly about money at that point, but I contend that the principle works across the board, that if we sow bountifully in good things, then we reap good things. Far too often, if we are not careful, we are sowing negativity. We are sowing things that are not authentic. We're sowing falsehood. And when we sow those things, please understand that those things are coming back to us. That because we will reap what we sow. It's not an option. It's not only the law of nature, it's the spiritual law. So when we are sowing goodness, that's why it's important for us to sow every day some good seed, because every day that we are living, we plant seed, whether we want to or not. Every time we speak to someone, about someone, every time that we are in a position to be of assistance or to lift up someone, we are in the position to plant good seed. But just like we're in a position to plant good seed, when we put ourselves in position where we are planting negative, when we are planting falsehood, then we are also planting seed that is going to reap a harvest, and we're going to be the recipients of what that harvest is. So here's my encouragement to us, that we sow good seed even when bad seed is being sown around us. For if you remember the parable of the sower, that there was always going to be some times when we're growing up with there being weeds around, but God shows us discerningly how to weed the area so that we do not choke the plant, the harvest that is within us. So my encouragement to us today is to sow good seed. I don't care how fallow the ground is, sow good seed and trust that God is going to help you to reap a good harvest for that which you are sowing, that is goodness. There's always going to be someone who wants to shut down your harvest process, who wants to stop you from blooming where you're planted. There's always going to be someone and something and situations. But my encouragement to you today is do not get weary in well doing. For that same text says, we shall reap if we faint not. Don't start fainting. Don't start throwing in the towel. Don't start saying, I'm not going to keep trying. Don't start saying that it's always going to be this way. You keep sowing good seed. Even if bad seed is being thrown all around you in the fields around you, for what that harvest is not going to be fruitful. You make sure that you're not the fig tree that Jesus passes by and says that it's not productive, so therefore it doesn't need to be here. You make sure that you are good soil, good seed, and that what you are harvesting is goodness, is joy, is peace, is long suffering, all those fruit of the Spirit, that's what you are harvesting. So keep sowing good. Keep sowing good seeds, even when you're not necessarily appreciated for that which you sow. For the harvest will come. And when the harvest comes, there will be no doubt of the seed that was planted. So as I encourage you, I'm encouraging myself, plant good seed, sow good seed. The goodness that you sow will reap the harvest that God has for it to be. And nothing can stop that. Nothing and no one can stop the principle that God has put in motion, that when you sow well, you will reap well. There's a timeline, and sometimes it seems like it takes forever for that harvest to come. But don't get weary. Don't throw in the towel. Don't get sidetracked by what you see around you. You keep sowing good seed. Even when you know somebody is, some bird is waiting to try to eat the seed before you can get it in good. You keep sowing the seed, and you trust that it's going to be watered, and that as it is watered, it's going to grow. And as it grows, then it will reap a harvest. That's right, Sister Benson. Most people don't even know what that song was about. We sang it when I was growing up, and we didn't know what a sheaf was. But we shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaves, because the sheaves are the evidence of a good harvest. So we've got to continue to sow good seed, even when it's difficult, even when people don't understand it, even when it's rejected, even when people don't see it as being good because they don't understand it. Trust God to place it so that it can be watered well, so that it gets the sunshine that it needs, and so that at the end of the day, when the harvest comes, that there will be great harvesting, there will be great fruit, that there will be bushels and bushels of fruit from the seed that you have planted. So that's my encouragement to you on today. Good morning, Miss Nicole. Good morning, Sister Cross. Good morning, Sister Linda. Plant good seed. Sow good seed and expect. That's why I tell you it's a principle. It's not, it's in motion, come what may. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing the great work that God has placed in you. No matter what anyone says around you, you keep sowing good seed. For when you do, God promises, not promises, God's principle is that when you sow good, when you sow bountifully, you will also reap bountifully. When you sow, know that God is not deceived. God will not be mocked. Don't you be bamboozled by what you may hear or see around you. Don't be run amok. Don't be led astray. Stay the course. Plant, sow good seed, and know that when you sow good seed, that there is a harvest of goodness that will come your way, that all of that bloom will produce the fruit that God has purposed your life for. So go forth today. Don't let anyone stop your seed sowing. You keep sowing good seed. Don't turn your seed around into negative because negative is being thrown at you. Use your superpowers, in the spirit. Bat that seed away so that you can continue to sow good fruit, good seed, so that you will also reap that harvest. May God bless you. May heaven smile on you. Sow good seed and reap a bountiful harvest for that which you have done. In Christ Jesus. God bless you. See you soon.